Mhm. Give me a second, I'll share my screen. Once you're able to see my screen, just say yes in chat box. Uh, Before getting into it, static electricity. So we have some more slides are pending from the plant design and housekeeping. So we'll have a quick recap and cover those slides. Then we'll get into the static electricity topic. Yesterday we have seen the basic general principles to be considered while designing a plant as well as a workplace. Then we have seen what are the general principles for the good layout and what are the factors to be considered in the design. And we have seen a few causes because of bad housekeeping can leads to accidents. Then also we have seen some of the examples to identify the hazards. Okay, I think this slide also we have covered. Benefits also be covered. Yeah, I think till this slide we have covered yesterday. Okay, to continuation to the benefits. So as we seen, the benefits are one is it is essential for industrial health and safety. So when you're maintaining your workplace properly, you're maintaining your uh, keeping things in a specific manner where it can increase the safety culture and also it will reduce the risk potential. Can large number and also wide range of accidents due to bad housekeeping. Already we have seen that we can eliminate those all accidents, and also it aids to good maintenance and working as complementary to increase overall safety and productivity. So we are keeping things in a proper manner and systematic manner, so we can avoid the search time. So if the search time is reduced means the productivity also will increase. Even machine tools and equipment work better to clean condition, also boost the workmanship. So as I mentioned yesterday, it's not about cleaning. When we say third S, it is about cleaning for checking, in the sense where you are doing a cleaning and also you are checking for the condition of an equipment, even wear and tear or any leakages or any damages, etc., etc. If the tools are placed in easy to find manner, then job and run smoothly and gives the good results. So again, keeping things, tools or equipments or instruments or gauges or material or etc. etc. You're keeping in a right place, which means you have defined a specific place for each of the material, so it can avoid the search time and the job also runs smoother. So what will happen if something is required? There is a production pressure. We have to immediately attend that equipment, especially for the maintenance. The production head is behind us, so we'll be in a rush. Definitely, we'll get tensed. If you are in tensed, so automatically our what do you call? I'm not getting the right word. So you'll be in, if you're in tensed, we not able to get an idea where we have kept that material, or we lose our confidence. So it leads to a further damage or further delay in identifying the material. So if you're keeping the material in the right manner with a designated place, I can say a best example as uh, pharmaceutical centers like Mediplus or Apollo. So if you see, they will arrange in such a way that within a minutes of time they can able to take out the material, the list which we have given to them. So they'll put an order so that it is easy for them to retrieve. Otherwise, if you see in olden days, they'll store all the materials in a one order. Even nowadays, if systems are came in with a rack number or with a draw number, they can immediately search the material. They search the material, then the system will reflect the specific rack number in that rack, specific box number or slot number, so that they can go directly there and pick the medicine. Clean and well maintained floors and stairways, doors and windows, lifts and latrine urinals, washing facilities, furniture, excuse me, furniture and record addresses, first aid, positive equipments, protective equipments, and proper layout materials, tools and process flow certainly avoid many accidents, which means if you're keeping the things in a proper manner, so we can avoid the accidents. And constant monitoring and control of hazardous chemicals and their processes and emission minimize many accidents. Again, handling of chemicals and any their leakage happens, any spillage happens, how we are controlling it. If you have a control on that, so we can minimize the accidents again. Much floor space of or area is utilized because of improper access to machines and also equipment for cleaning and maintenance purposes. So again, there are two things again while talking about the utilization of floor. So one thing is if you are keeping all your materials or tools or things in a proper manner, so we can utilize the maximum space. Otherwise, what will happen if you're keeping haphazardly here and there it will utilize the large amount of space, even it will increase the search time. The fine and sophisticated instruments, equipments, and personal protective equipment give a better results when kept in a good and ideal condition and also checked regularly. Again, the sophisticated instruments where the critical instruments and also PPs. If you're throwing the PPs here and there, like especially for the masks, filter mask, off face or full face mask or cartridge mask, if you're not handling them properly, if you're not maintaining them properly, we can't use them for a longer durations. Even the life will reduce drastically. The accidents due to stepping or striking against the objects, and also fall of persons on the objects and stumbling, tripping, bumping, and body cutting between the objects or well controlled. We're doing things properly, as we seen yesterday in a couple of pictures, there are so many things which are laying down on the floor. People are moving here and there. So if you have properly arranged all those things, so we can avoid all those trip, slip, and also bumping incidents. Time spent in allocating the tools and appliances and waste of time is controlled, resulting in the increasing of the efficiency. This already we have discussed. So we can avoid the search time. So we can increase the efficiency of the people and also productivity. Then damage to person and property likely to occur due to disorder in reduced result in loss control. So damage to person and property. So as we seen, I think previously, total loss control. When we say total loss control, there it talks about personal injuries as well as property damage. So that also can be reduced. Then the conservation of materials, property, energy due to less scrap, spoilage, and also improves better capacity utilization. So here we can say that if you are arranging it in a proper manner, so we know the stock. So basically we'll follow a FIFO method, first in, first out. So when we implement 5S or housekeeping, so what will happen? Definitely the FIFO method will comes in. So when a FIFO method comes in, FIFO, first in, first out. So there will not be any expired material. So there will not be any outdated materials. So it is not going to be a waste for us. That way we can also reduce even energy. So when I say energy, how it is related with the 5S? Anybody can give example? 5S with energy. How it is related with energy? Okay. If you're already seen, maybe if you're working in any company where they have implemented energies, they used to put the signages saying that while you are leaving the room, switch off all the lights or switch off the ACs. So what will happen? That is also an indicator where you are settling the things or making standardizing the things for the energy conservation. Now we'll see methods of good housekeeping. So disposal of scrap and also trade waste. So this is a major part of housekeeping. Estimation of probable waste in advance and also planning for suitable means of their collection disposal in the most of the economical and also efficient way is desirable. Separate sweeping services, sweepers with equipment, waste and scrap receptacles with a cover, overflow pans, chip screens, chip catcher, chutes, exhaust or dust collection system, drain for the liquid splashes, vacuum cleaners, waste containers, and methods for their transport and also disposal, schedule of daily, weekly, or special cleaning and need attention. So when we see disposal of scrap and trade waste, we could see the waste which is generating from the ETP, STP plants and also apart from our manufacturing process as well as the domestic waste which will generate from the office space, even the waste which we generate from the OHC, occupational health centers, everything. We have to have a list of waste and also the location where it generates. And also you will see in the CFO, so the type of disposal, a suitable disposal method for a specific waste that also will be clearly defined in your CFO. That also we have to see. So based on that, we have to select the authorized dealer who takes care of the disposal of the waste. Then we have to give it to the concerned people for the safe disposal. Then prevention of spillage. So this is also one of the things. So oil, coolant, water, or chemical splashes on floors are routine phenomena in industries. If they are quickly or properly cleaned off, they cause slip falls or any burns, etc. If a chemical is flammable, explosive, reactive, or toxic, additional danger is added. Again, it depends on. For example, if a water spills on a soil, so nothing going to happen. The same way, if any acid spills on ground, what will happen? It's get contaminated and also generate fumes. And also if somebody get contact with the contaminated soil, it may result in health related diseases also. So spill prevention is also one of the key aspect with respect to 5S. Then making aisles and other locations. So these are creating the aisles or gangways, catways, or internal roads and passages, stairs, ramps, and walking uh, platforms also cause accidents due to improper marking, unsafe condition, or frequency of persons passing on them. Therefore, they must be properly marked, equipped with necessary handrails, uh, footholds, fencing, lighting, and also kept clean, dry, and unobstructed. It is about the accessing. So it is about the people movement or material movement. It should be properly defined, located. So when we say marking, so definitely in the shop floors will have agile marking with yellow colored paint. And if it is in a bigger shop floor where the people and the equipment, especially the forklifts or pallet stackers, movement is very high, it is always preferable to bifurcate the traffic, which means human traffic and the vehicle traffic. And also where we have corners or blind spots or crossing the roads, there it is always desirable to have convex mirrors to see each other. Then tool housekeeping. So it is not about tool, we can say a material. So disorderly placed tools or absence of a holding device is a common phenomenon. Again, orderly management of tools in a crib, which means nothing but rack or box, or in a tool room, and regular checking of tool condition, necessary repairing, or most essential necessary toolbox, pens and holders or racks or shelf, etc., should be provided with the machine and also in the tool box. A fixed tool holder, a tray with a machine or a mobile trolley holding a set of tools, jigs and parts, etc. should be provided. Tools placed in their proper place will not waste time in searching them, and workers and supervisors should insist for such habit. So while keeping a tool in the sense, it should have a proper place, a box or rack, or sometimes you'll get the tool kit. It should be in the kit. After the usage, you should not throw here and there or should not keep in the workplace. Once the work is completed, you should bring back the tool to its original position. Okay. Then, what is the role of a safety officer here? So, when in the 5S concept. So, when we say a safety officer role, suggesting the best housekeeping policy, procedure, and equipment to the top management. So we can draft a policy and we can create some procedures. And also we can suggest some equipments like the broomsticks or any dust cleaning equipment or floor cleaning equipment and vacuum cleaning equipment, which are required for maintaining or implementing the 5S. Then cooperating in finalizing the policy and planning, including pre-planning, space requirements, and also facility requirements for good housekeeping. So here, including pre-planning, how we can go implement. Then the space requirements. When I say space requirements, it is about, just give me a second. I'll bring one or two pictures here so that you will understand better. Give me a second, please. Just the pictures here.
What happened, sir? Is it over or not?
No, it's not over. Just a second. I'm trying to bring the picture one or two pictures so that you can understand in a better way. Hope my screen is visible. So here, if people are working already, they will be familiar with this picture. I mean, this picture, the before after, and also the last bottom picture, right side bottom picture, the chemical drums. Even if you are not in working professional also, still you would have seen this picture in your life. Maybe when you went to any showroom, or when you went to any garage, or when you went to any bike repair center also, nowadays they are maintaining this way. So if you see some years ago or before, so they used to have one a tray where they will throw all the tools in one place. So over a period of time, they have realized it is taking so much of time, and the 5S concept came in. They have started implementing this way. So in this, what will happen? The other advantage with the 5S, when I take any specific range from this place, I can easily recognize that this spanner is missing. That is also one of the advantage. Here is it. In the left side picture, before and after. So before, they are keeping their things in haphazardly here and there. Then later, a same place which they are nicely allocated and designated the place for each mission. These are all housekeeping materials. Again, they have arranged in a proper manner, so that while they taking it out, they'll be taking from here, and after completion of the job, immediately they will replace back in the same position, so that we can easily distinguish, we can avoid such time, and also we can easily find out in case of any tool or equipment which we missed out. And the third image, which is in the right side bottom corner. So here it is about spill management and also arranging of the barrels. So in case of any spillage happens, the spill containment kit or secondary pallet, which can contain the chemical, it is not going to spill here. Maybe here the pathway or the pedestal or aisle is missing here. We can also have aisle marking or gangway marking, etc. Okay. Yep. Then we are at the point two, cooperating with the finalizing the policy and also pre-planning space requirements and facility requirements for good housekeeping. Space requirement, as I mentioned. So if you are keeping the things in a properly manner, how much space it is required, where we are planning to place, and also what type of facilities required, whether is there any infrastructure, which means any racks or tools or any stands required for keeping the things in a proper manner, etc. Then implementing policy, procedure, and also programs through supervisors, workers, and all concerned throughout the plant. So implementing the policy, procedures, and programs through supervisors. So it does not mean that safety officer has to implement, through supervisors and workers. The supervisor, in the sense, each organization will have different hierarchy in their organogram or organization structure. So based on that, he should take the support of the team, maybe production, maintenance, quality, R&D, instrumentation, stores, maintenance, etc., etc. From each respective location, we have to take the support of the respective area people and the workers throughout the plant. Then advising and assisting in all plant people for their cooperation in good housekeeping efforts. Then in case of any suggestions or any help required. So we will be suggesting them and solving the problems by appropriate design, layout, planning, and purchasing equipment for good housekeeping. So here also we'll have a coordination with the team. It is not alone a safety officer role. So here, appropriate design may be the racks. We may suggest that we can keep different kinds of racks, and even we can take the support of civil and maintenance people in the part of design, or maybe planning and purchasing of equipment. We may suggest some equipment. So a purchase team will be purchasing those equipment for housekeeping. Then arranging supervision, competition, award, and incentive schemes to improve housekeeping and maintain interest. So again, it is a kind of same way, like where we do R&R, reward and recognition. So if you see in 5S also, we can implement the same manner. So we should have a supervision once you have implemented the 5S, whether they are implementing it or not. And then awards and incentives. For example, we can have a section-wise competition, production versus maintenance, or maintenance versus quality, or quality versus R&D. Or we can have a score system, because we can't directly compare with the maintenance and store. So we'll have a score system who gets the highest score by conducting the inspections or 5S audits. So for them, we can have an incentives so that they will get motivated. Basically, these things and all happen in the National Safety Week in the first week of March. So people morale will increase, and even they can work better. Then designing and arranging regular and also special inspections, checklists, rating forms, and records for good housekeeping, as I mentioned earlier. And paying more attention on all the points mentioned in the parts of this chapter, particularly clean premises, machines, equipments, and orderly layout. So we have to clean the premises so that we can avoid the spills, and the machines, we can understand the condition of the equipment and also equipment, and orderly layout. In the sense, we have to keep them in their respective location. Clean and hygienic sanitary facilities, bathrooms and cloakrooms and mess rooms. So it is about the condition of canteens, washrooms, and also restrooms. Cloakroom in the sense dress changing rooms, specific work clothing. We may come with our own dress, and once we come to the office, there we may change it to the work dress. Then mess rooms in the sense kitchens and canteen area. Storage places of raw materials properly classified. So here it is like a wider area it covers. When I say raw materials, so there will be different types of raw materials based on your type of manufacturing process. Chemicals, I mean liquids or solids or gases or semi-solids or powders form. So based on the, as we discussed, compatibility, we have to store those materials, and accordingly we have to look for their spill management. Then cabinets and holders for tools and portable equipment. So for carrying those tools, containers for materials in process and products. Again, for storing of material. Then a prompt removal of dirt, dust, and refuse splashes, waste, and also unwanted materials. So it is about immediate attention of any spillages or any waste which is generated. So how fast our spill management system. Then careful training of the workers and also maintenance of plant, including lighting, painting, and motivation for good housekeeping. So again, training. So training is the utmost important while implementing this 5S concept. So in the first S, as I mentioned, where we do a sorting. So when we do sorting, in the sense, segregating the wanted and unwanted materials, when we say unwanted, those materials will be categorized safely. So when we say unwanted, it should go for a rejection. Maybe sometimes it may be useful for others. So once we segregated the material, all the department people have to be called. We have to take their feedbacks in case of any suitable material for them. For production, it is maybe not suitable. For maintenance, it may be useful to do some alterations and they can reuse it. So we have to do such a check. Then we have to issue a tag system, a red tag system, I can say. So if it is red, the tag is issued to a specific material, tool or equipment or material. So it is going for a disposal or it is going for sell it out. Means in a scrap, or if it is a waste, will be sending for the disposal or any recycling facility. And also for that also we have to identify a place for all the rejection or red tag materials should be stored and away from the other materials so that to avoid the contamination. And for that also we have to design a specific period to recover or to take out the material from the red tag area. Maybe weekly once or monthly once or once in a quarter. So it depends on the amount of area allocated and also the quantity of waste which is floating to that area. If the quantity of waste is floating more, then we can reduce that frequency so that it should not become another garbage station. The red tag area should not become a garbage station. Sometimes what will happen, people they make implement 5S in very well in the plant side. Once the segregated waste, again it is going to be in a task. So they will dump everything in the red tag area. Again, it is going to be an extra efforts for segregation of those materials. So it's always better to, in the red tag area also, we should have segregation process, like all the plastic waste in one side. Even in the plastic also will have multiple types, PP, HDPE, etc. And then even metal scrap, again different types of metals, even tools or electric waste or battery waste and cardboard waste or paper waste, etc. We should have a proper segregation mechanism after the taking out of the material or the waste from the plants. Then after that, we will send it to the disposal area by taking the help of purchasing or store people can take care of that red tag area. Depends on how organization decides the functionality of the 5ST. Again, the topmost person will be the member, chairperson and safety officer will be the secretary and the department heads will be acted as members. And here there is no legal requirement for this committee.